What's going on, everybody? Kent Howard, Green Mountain Defense, coming at you with some new exciting PPU information. Recent gun I put together. Well, most of the guns been together. This right here is the Roland Special. Alright, so we're running the Roland Special up into his house. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Very sorry. Anywho, Roland Special time, Green Mountain Defense. So, the only change to the Glock has been a Lone Wolf threaded barrel and the Agency 417 4-port compensator. 1, 2, 3, 4 ports. Yep, got that right. So, why do I need a compensator on a 9mm handgun? Well, because Instagram, right? No, Instagram is not the reason. The reason I want a compensator on a 9mm handgun is twofold. A, less nasty on the lens of the U-boat, considerably less nasty on the lens of the U-boat. That's actually the primary reason. Secondary reason, dot, no move as much, right? Dot stays flatter. Dudes are all night talking about, is this or not a myth? Is it worth it? Is it not? I'm gonna tell you right now, if you run a steady grain at 115, if you want to run a steady diet at 115 grain through your blaster, and you very rarely shoot anything else, you may or may not notice a difference. I notice a slight recoil advantage with 115 grain even in this particular compensator. Sometimes 115 may not be enough to activate it. But 124 grain gold dots, 147 grain HSTs, 135 grain HSTs, I noticed, and 124 ball ammo, I noticed a significant difference in rise and fall of the dot. I'm talking dot out of window under recoil versus dot not out of window under recoil. If the dot's not out of the window under the recoil, you know what that means? That means you can keep pressing the pew-pew switch until the bad man goes away. That's a good thing. We like that. Less of a grip effort, less of a transverse push down on the thumb, less really hammering, no magic tricks in the grip, and I had no problems keeping the dot in the window with all of the defensive loads I've shot today. And for the record again, I shot 124 gold dot, 135 HST, and 147 HST. Of those three, I'm going to say 124 gold dot had the most recoil, but honest to goodness, the 124 gold dot felt about like 124 ball used to out of the non-compensated gun. I know this is subjective, this is a feeling, nobody cares about your feelings, Ken, I get it, but I'm going to tell you right now, dot moved less, so that's a good thing. Also did fine with 147 and 135. Just in my gun, the reason I've chosen to switch over to carry load to 124 gold dot is quite simply the accuracy. You'll see that on footage. I shot 10-yard zeros with all three of those loads, and I got the best groupings consistently 10-yard zero wise with this stuff. And honestly, I didn't have to tweak the dot that much. It's not like I had to go a million miles one direction or the other. It was all pretty close. Not quite good enough for me, but pretty close. So I made a slight adjustment to the dot. I moved it 2 clicks right. No big deal, right? So as far as anything else, carrying this, whatever, right now I'm carrying a Filster floodlight. The floodlight is the ambi version of the Filster holster. Yes, it fits the comp just fine. Yes, it fits a 34. Yes, it fits a 17. So I'm noticing no disadvantage of carrying it. Obviously, love the light, love the Gen 2 RMR. Don't super love the Lone Wolf barrel. It's the threaded 9mm barrel I had on hand. I might go ahead and switch up to a Faxon or something a little higher quality. I had a match grade barrel in this gun before I swapped out from Suarez, and that barrel was more accurate overall than this. Is it enough to write home about? When you're as persnickety as I am, maybe. But candidly, for most of y'all, probably not. And for actual practical shooting, for me, probably not either. If I'm going to go get hardcore and run some 25-yard B8s, then it'll matter. And I do a lot of that because, you know, Scott Jadlinski tells me I have to. So I do it. The gun's, other than that, set up the exact same way. Still rocking the Shadow System slide. Still rocking the Trigicon suppressor sights. This is a 19X. So ambidextrous left-handed controls for the win for this wrong-handed dude. We like that a lot. No change out of recoil spring. This is running the factory recoil spring for this gun. No lightweight, no 11 pounds, no swapping out, worrying. Yes, this does run your garden variety 115 grain just fine. You'll see that on video. And it runs 120, it runs everything fine. The gun cycles regardless of what's in it. Just a matter of, well, you know, it certainly activates and flattens out the recoil. So far I've had this in a AVD class. Shout out to Phil Groff and Vigor Training. Did armed vehicle defense for 2 days. I ran this gun. 0 malfunctions, a good number of rounds, good accuracy. I was happy with all that. And yes, some dudes on the Insta were talking to me about, oh my God, you're gonna run a comp inside a car. Candidly, something I had never done before, was not a problem. I experienced no more concussion, no more nonsense. Didn't hurt my ears any more or less. Now, maybe I was focused on the task at hand and the learning environment and less on the ambient noise and the concussion in my face, but dude, you got glass breaking everywhere. Like, there's other environmentals in that. This really had very little effect. I had a partner in one of the drills in the vehicle with me. He even remarked, hey, I thought shooting next to that comp would be worse. So for what it's worth, the 417 didn't really cause us any issues on that. Overall, I'm really liking this build. I'm liking the way it's set up. The gun's running just fine. We're gonna roll in some footage and you're gonna get to see me run some reps in that class, and you're gonna get to see me run a bunch of reps out here on the range earlier today, testing the various loads. You're gonna see some first-person GoPro footage and some third-party camera footage, trying to hopefully show you the muzzle rise with the various different loads and how the compensator is helping. What's up, YouTube? Kent Howard, Green Mountain Defense. Gonna get a little testing in. All right, next we're gonna load up some 124 grain gold dots. Damn. $135 grain HSTs. Boy, big difference with that comp on there. Last but not least, 147 grain HSTs. Helps if I can count to 6. All right, first up, 115 grain ball ammo. Second up, 124 grain ball ammo. As you guys can see, no problem keeping the accuracy up with the Agency 417. That's 7 yards, that's all bill drills. That's 5 different types of ammo. That dot is just not moving. So I'm loving this Roland special setup. Let's keep it going. Okay. Let's see if we can get an idea of muzzle rise from your perspective. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run a magazine of each type of ammo, or partial magazine, depending on what I got. So this is gonna be 19 rounds of 135 grain HSTs at 7 yards. Not gonna incorporate a draw here. We're gonna try to leave the muzzle in the same place for each set of shots. So here we go. Not sure if you can tell, but I'm having no problem keeping that muzzle on target. All right, this time we're gonna run 124 grain ball. .124 grain gold dot. Okay, this time we're gonna run 147 HST. Here's what I do know. I dumped $200 worth of self-defense ammo out of this thing today. 0 hiccups, 0 malfunctions. And I chewed the down 0 and the head box out of an IDPA target from all distances shot. Can't really complain, right? So, overall, Roland Special, or as my buddy TJ likes to call it, the Ginger Special. Sure, why not, right? Runs pretty good for me. I'm enjoying it. It's a little shorter than a factory G34. Yes, I can carry that. I will be doing here a comparison video between Roland Special versus G34, and we're gonna shake those things out. I'm not quite ready yet. I don't have enough rounds downrange on the 34 to talk about it. Speaking of rounds downrange, 200 self-defense loads, probably 1,000 FMJ, so right at the 1,200 mark on this Roland, no problems. But of course the gun's got way more than that on it if you rip the barrel and comp off. Anywho, life is good on it. Just keep in mind, if you're gonna run a compensator on your gun, make sure it matches up correctly. Make sure that you get the correct thread pitch. Some of these can be kind of weird. I highly recommend this Agency, but the sample size of 1, this is my first experience with a comp and a gun, so I can't tell you what this Agency versus the Parker Mountain versus a Zev or anything else is like. I can just tell you this came to me on recommendation, and I'm real happy I got it. No adverse effects, no fireball spitting in the face, and yeah, pew pew on, right? This has been Kent Howard with Green Mountain Defense. Please don't hesitate to like, favorite, subscribe, share. As always, we can be found www.greenmountaindefense.com, Facebook at Green Mountain Defense, YouTube at Green Mountain Defense, and please follow our Amazon affiliate link. That's all, everybody. Take care. Green Mountain Defense out.
All right, here we go. Stand by. Left, left. What's that? Behind. Oh, well, I didn't even think you could. I did that. I was going to treat this as the left. If you're in a car, I concentrate on making my hits, nothing else. Alright, work your holster.
That'll wash out.
All right.
On the hood? On the trunk deck. Okay, here we go.
I have some, thank you.
You're in scenario. Stand by.
Not yet.
Front.
Oh shit.
Two of us like to go on the ground.
Index, index. His mouse was coming out anyway. 7, 7. That means you can't do it faster. There you go. Orange, orange, orange. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Hate when that happens.
Almost went early.
What the fuck am I doing out there?
Oh, his finger's going. Black, black. Yankee, 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 Yankee. Black, black. Find it, find it. It's out there, find it. Look for it. That's not black. Look for it, find it. Find that black. Look for it, it's out there. You gotta use some movement. Hotel, hotel. Seventeen, 17, 17, 17, 17. That's 7, 17, 1, 7. 17, find it. Nope, that's 12. Not 17, find 17.
That is 17, damn it.
That's not 17. That's a 7. That's a P7. Find 17. Look for it. It's out there. You're going to see it and go, ah, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, hey, there. Sierra, Sierra. Sierra. Oh, yellow, yellow. 3, 3, 3.
Get in your bear den for hibernation.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking awesome.
Nice. Remember the technique. Put your ass across and then bring your feet with you. That's yours. Hey, who's M&P shooting gloves?
They're mine. They're mine. They actually really cater.
There's one. I'll get the other, no worries. All right. Okay, here we go. Stand by. Green, green.
That's what I was saying.
Green's down, work your way across.
I'll leave that behind. I won't stop and have a
Oh, yes.
Oh, crikeys.
Crikes. Look at him go.
Now, sometimes with work, I have to.
Red, red, red. Black, black. White, white, white.
Find it.
Brown.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Superman underoos, huh?
Follow your edges. There you go. You'll see it when you fall. Blue, blue. Good, weird idea.
Yeah, I got a ton of holsters.
Oh, let's go to the holster. Orange, orange. We will tape that up then. All right, stand by. Right, right. That last guy hiding back there. Work for that last guy back there. Probably gonna have to go out around on him. Work for him, find him, find him. more on the left side. Either work right or work left to find him. All right, good. Work your way to your holster.
This is Jesus Christ.
I did not think that was going to affect anything.
She just flushed the shitter in the middle of my shot. The audio thing was like, whoop.